Hello students, welcome to all of you. In the continuation of the revision of the chapter, in my previous lecture you have studied numericals based on quantum numbers. So, must prepare in this very chapter quantum numbers, orbitals, electronic configuration and electronic configurations of ions including cation and anion, and mainly the some numericals which are given in your book about de Broglie equation or dual nature of particle. So these must remember in the concerned chapter, and in first chapter you have to mainly focus on that is reactions in solutions that I have taught in detail, that is what is the molarity, mole fraction, and what is their dependence and what are the relation between each other, including that is what is how molecular mass is calculated, how formula unit mass is calculated, what is mole concept. So these points you have to focus in first chapter, and if any problem ask without hesitation, including children's. You have to also know how electron, protons and neutrons are calculated in atoms. Means you have to know also what is isobar, isotope and isotone. So by knowing this you are in position to reply the questions. And one more thing I would like to tell you that in my next video lecture I want to provide you a specimen of MCQ questions that will help better to understand the questions which may come in your unit first. So wait for upcoming lecture. I will provide you that is specimen of MCQ questions which will help you better in understanding the questions. So let's start with a question asked by one student of your class, that is an atom has n is equal to 3, what are the possible values of L and M? So very simple question, just focus on your concept about quantum number, then you have no trouble to reply the answer. So know what are quantum numbers, what are the kinds of quantum number, and what are the formulas including in quantum numbers and how they are related. Then you will be in position to reply the question of any question, reply the answer of any question. So be sensitive and try to know the facts clearly. Question is, and that question is question number 2.28 on page number 66. And question is, an orbital has n is equal to 3, an orbital has n is 3, then what are the possible values of L and M? If n is 3, question is find the value of L and M. So as you are knowing children, for n is equal to 3, the possible values of L will be what according to the formula? That value 0 to n minus 1. So value for n is equal to 3 will be 0, 1 and 2. Am I right? n is 3, value of according to formula will be 0, 1 and 2. And question is also find the value of m. So for L is 0 children, the value of m will be what? 0. And for value of L is 1. What will be the value of m? That is minus 1, 0 and plus 1. Similarly, for L is equal to 2. What will be the possible values of m? The possible values of m will be minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. Clear? So this will be the answer of first question. Children, move fast. Some more questions which may come listen sincerely. Question is list the quantum number of electron of 3d orbital. 2.28, this is first question. This is the second question. List the quantum number of electrons of 3d orbital. So this question many times discussed. What will the value of L and M for this 3d? So no doubt for 3d the value of N will be 3 and value of L will be 2. Okay? And one more good question is there, third question. So children must know such type of question may ask. Focus on quantum numbers. Question is which of the following orbitals are possible? That is 1p, 2s, 2p, 2s, 2p and 3f. So question is among these orbital, which orbital is possible or which of the following orbitals are possible? So children, you are clearly knowing that 1p is not possible because for n is 1 the value of L is 0 and 0 stands for s orbital, not for p orbital. So 1p orbital doesn't exist. Similarly, this is here written 2s. 2s means what? L is 2 and L is 0. So this will exist. Similarly, 2p is given there. 2p. What 2p stands? Means the value of n is 2. The value of n is 2 and value of L is 1. As you are knowing, for s orbital the value of L is 0. For p orbital the value of L is 1. So this 2p orbital will also exist. Am I right, student? Because n is 2, value of L will be 0, 1 and 0 refers to s orbital and 1 refers to p orbital. So p orbital will also exist. Next is, this is looks like good question. 3f orbital, question is 3f orbital exist or not? So children, 3f orbital doesn't exist because for n is equal to 3, if you are putting the value will come 0, 1 and 2 and 1 for n is 3 value is coming L is equal to 2 and f orbital only exists for L is 3. F orbital can exist only when L will be 3. But here the value of n is 3. The value of n and L never be same. The value of n and L will never be same. That's why this 3f orbital doesn't exist. Okay? Come on student, next question. Question number 2.29. You have to not worry about numericals. I will try to solve maximum numericals that will help you to understand the fact more easily and more correctly. That is question number 2.29. This is also looks like a good question. Using SPD notations, describe the orbital with the following quantum number. First point is n is 1 and L is 0. Second is n is 3 and L is 1. C question is n is 4 and L is 2. And fourth question is n is 4 and L is 3. Children, this is the good question and such type of question may come in your coming UT first exam. So, no, and you have to provide here SPDF notation, means you have to write these in SPDF what will be. So, clearly you are knowing children, for L is 1, L is 0, that is showing what? That is showing 1 yes. orbital. Am I right? N is 0, N is 1, N is 0. No doubt, one s orbital will exist. N is 3, L is 1, L is 10 factorial and what? P orbital. And N is 3, so 3p orbital will be there here. Similarly, L is 4, L is 2. You are knowing that L is 2 is for d orbital. So N value is 4, so here 4 d orbital will exist. Am I correct, student? Okay. N is 4, L is 3. Now you are knowing that L is 3 for what? F orbital. And number of cells means principal quantum number value is 4. So this will be 4F. So this will be the correct answer of this very question. This question is also any student asked that please sir tell it in detail. So this will be student, this will be the clear cut explanation. And go on the basics of quantum number. N is 1, L is 0, that is 1s, where 1 representing what? Principal quantum number. N is 3, L is 1, what this is representing? Third, that is principal quantum number value N is 3, and P subset will be for 1. 2 will be for D, and this is showing principal quantum number. Similarly, N is 4, L is 3, that is 4F orbital. One more question comes, no student, that is 2.30, and that is also a good question. Looks like a very good, and that may also come. So be sensitive and try to know clearly. Many questions are given in your exercise book, so try to solve yourself. If not comes, then ask. Some of you children what are doing? Just raising unnecessary questions which are not probably come in your UT first or any, but just that is scanning and sending that please tell it. So these questions, that is our first chapter, that is 34, 35, 36. I will explain the answer of the numericals just after the end of the examination. So wait till that, and must I will explain, and in your UT they will not come. So don't waste your time, just come on those questions which probably may come. Okay student? So without wasting time, see question number 2.30. Give reasons which of the following sets of quantum numbers are not possible. Okay. So first question is N is 0, L is 0, and M is 0, and S is plus half. Second question is B, that is N is 1, L is 0, M is 0, and the value of S is minus half. So C question is that N is 1, L is 1, and M is 0, and S is plus half. And last is that is N is 2, L is 1, M is 0, M is 0, and S is minus half. So in two more questions are there. And this E question is N is 3, L is 3, N is 3, L is 3, M is minus 3, and S is plus half. And one more is very lengthy question. N is 3, L is 1, M is 0, and S is plus half. So in this question children, you have to find out that which quantum numbers are possible and which are not. So just come on student, come on the basis of the theory of quantum number or on the basis of Pauli exclusion principle. It is clearly we are knowing that for n is 0, L never be 0, because the value of n never be 0. So this is not possible. Okay children, this comes, n is 1, L is 0, m is 0, s is minus m. So this is possible. Of course this is possible. n is 1. For n is equal 1, value of n will be 0, and for n will be 0, the value of m will be 0, and for every electron of m is equal to 0, the two values will be s will be plus half and minus half. So this will be possible and this will exist. Okay children. Next come third question. N is 1. N is 1. And here once again children, here is the demerit is coming, anomaly is coming here. For n is 1, the value of L never be equal to 1. For n is 1, the value of L never become equal to 1 according to the formula. Here for n is equal to 1, value of L should be 0. Then it will exist. Otherwise not. So this is also not possible. Am I correct student? Okay. N is 2, L is 1. M is 0, S is minus 2. So yes, for n is 2, value having L is 0, 1. So and for every value of L, value of M will be 0, sorry, minus 1, 0 to plus 1 and 0. So M is 0 and rotation, that is possible. Yes, right. For L is 3. L is 3. Once again children, this is not possible. Because for n is 3, the value of L never be equal to same. Means not be equal to 3. It will be just less than this value. The value of L must be less than the value of n. Then it will exist. So this question doesn't exist. Not possible. This is. And here children, n is 3, L is 1, m is 0, s is plus half. So this is possible and this is exists because for n is equal to 3, the value of L will be what? 0, 1 and 2. So for L is 1, that is right. For L is equal to 0, the value of M will be 0, rotation will be clockwise. So this is possible children. So this is the concept of that is quantum. Clear? Alright. Next question is one more good question student. Question number 2.31. How many electrons children you are knowing? I try to solve maximum unsolved problems for you that makes the point, makes the concept easy for you. 2.31 question on page number 6-7. Children, it is how many electrons in an atom may have the following quantum numbers? Student must remember this question. This is also a very good question. Don't let and none of you ask. That is n is 4 and value of S is minus half. This is the first question, and second question of the same question is that is for n is 3, the value of n is 0, and the question is how many electrons in an atom may have the following quantum numbers. Means we have to find electrons in an atom. Okay children, come on the first question. As you are knowing that according to 2n square, the maximum electron can in n is equal to force of cell will be according to 2n square. So 2 into 4 square, that is what? 2 into 16, that is total number of electron in n is equal to 4 will be 32. But question is the spin rotation of all these 32 electrons is minus half. So you are knowing that in these 32 electrons, that is 16 electron will be of plus half rotation and rest 16 will be of, that is, minus half rotation. Okay? And the question is, how many electrons are in when S is minus 2 in that cell? So in that cell, total number of electrons will be 32 according to this formula, and according to question asking that what will be if the value of S is minus 2, then you are knowing that this 32 containing 16 electrons of clockwise rotation means in this direction, plus half, and 16 will be of minus half. So the number of electron in this will be, that is, 16. If for S equal to minus half, total will be 32. But according to the question given, spin quantum number should be minus half. Then in this 32, 16 electrons will be of plus half and rest 16 will be of minus half. So there will be 16 electron for n equal to 4 in the condition S equal to minus half, children. Correct? Okay. Next question is, for n equal to 3, n is 0. So you are knowing for n equal to 3 and n equal to 0 means this is just representing 3s. Subcell or 3s orbital. Clear, student? N is 3, L is 0 means what? 3s orbital. And you are knowing that S orbital can contain maximum of 2 electron only. Either one is of plus half and other is of minus half. Means for L is 3, L will be 0. And L is 0, then that clearly referring 3s orbital. And you are knowing that S orbital can contain maximum of 2 electrons. So there will be 2 electrons. This will be the answer. Am I correct, student? According to the question, there will be 2 electrons. Okay? Must know. And one more thing, students. I want to tell you some questions based on a de Broglie question. And de Broglie questions are very crucial for you. So you have to remember it and solve the more numerical concern to de Broglie and their formulas, including photons or energy of photons, relation of lambda with frequency, relation of momentum with lambda, so such type, and relation of kinetic energy with wavelength that may come. So must revise these points. So these are the questions concerned to quantum numbers. And one more question I want to tell you, that is last question, that is 2.66. Question number 2.66. Maximum question I have solved for you. So be sincere and try to do more and more numericals that will boost up your confidence. Question number 66 and page number 69. Indicate the number of unpaired electrons in A each phosphorus, B each silicon, C each chromium, D each iron. There are many questions, and E each krypton. So we have to find number of unpaired electrons in these. So phosphorus, as you are knowing, it is 15p, having configuration this one, neon and neon and 3s2 3p3. Correct, children? There is 15p that may be written as according to above principle as such. And the question is, how many unpaired electrons? So this p orbital you are knowing of 3 kind and containing 1 electron each. and they all electrons according to Hund rule fill up in a clockwise direction first. So they are containing 3 electron and 3 are left unfilled. So number of unpaired electron in phosphorus is what? 3. Okay, 3 are filled, 3 are left, so 3 are and question is we have to find unpaired electron. Correct? Next is silicon. Next question is we have to find the number of unpaired electron in silicon. So you are knowing it is just neon and 3s2 and 3p2. So S is already fulfilled, no problem. S is fulfilled and p orbital is of 3 kind, px, py and pz. So electron will fill up according to Hund rule. So that will be only 2 electrons are there. So number of unfilled electron in silicon will be 2. Okay. Similarly, chromium, children, just come on student, come on first. That is 24 Cr is a chromium, and you are knowing that chromium is what? Electronic configuration of argon, and according to Aufbau it is 3d5. If you count, this is 18 plus 1 19 and 19 5 24. Okay, so there are d5s, there are 5 d orbitals, and you are knowing that these 5 orbitals are dxy, dy, dz, dx square minus y square and dz square, and they are containing 5 electrons in d orbital, and they will all first fill according to Hund rule in a clockwise direction. Okay, so there are 5 electrons, so 5 are containing only 5 and 5 are, so unpaired electron in the case of chromium will be 5. So iron next in the same, so chromium will contain 5 unpaired electrons, so number of unpaired electron in chromium will be 5. Similarly in iron, you are knowing that iron is a 26 and electronic configuration is Ar, 4s2 and 3d6. Can write 6 to 8 and 8 18. 8 plus 18, children, what? That is 26. Am I right? 8 plus 18, 26. Okay. So there is d orbital, and d orbital is of 5 kind, and this is clearly showing 6 electrons. So first they will fill 1 in each, and 6th will come as such. So how many are unpaired? So 4 electrons will be unpaired here. So number of electron unpaired in the case of iron will be 4. And last question is what? Krypton, children, 36 Kr. And you are knowing that that is a inert element, noble element, having all their cells fulfilled. So, and that can be represented as, that is Ar, and that is what? 4s2. Normally just I writing, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10 and 4p6. Okay, so this is 10, 12, 18, 20, 30, 36. Correct? So all you clearly observing that all the orbitals are fulfilled here. All the orbitals are fulfilled, either D or either P or either S. All orbitals are fulfilled. So number of unpaired electron in krypton will be 0. This is the answer. Okay. One more question, children. Last question of the same chapter. That is question number 67. How many subcells are associated? How many subcells are associated? How many subcells are associated with n is equal to 4? Good question. Question is how many subcells are associated, and how many electrons will be for n is equal to 4 and the value of S is minus half. Two questions are given. First question is how many subcells are in n is equal to 4. Second question is for n is equal to 4, how many electrons will be in S is minus half. So listen children, for n is equal to 4, the number of subsets will be what? For n is 4, the value of n will be 0, 1, 2 and 3. Is it children? So number of subsets is what? That is S subcell, P subcell, D subcell and F subcell. The total number of subcells are 4 here. Is it clear? For n is equal to 3, according to formula value 0 to n minus 1, the values of n will be for 4, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So total number of subcells present in for n is equal to 4 is what? That is 4, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So total number of subcells is 4. And next question is for n is equal to 4. What will be the total number of electron? For S is equal to minus 1 by 2. So then according to the formula 2n square, you are knowing that 2 into 4, that is 32 electrons will be total. Total electron in n is equal to 4 will be 32. And question is how many electron of S is equal to minus half. So no doubt in these 32, 16 electrons will be of minus half rotation. Okay, so 16 electron will be there. So children, this is all about your numericals concerned to quantum number, and you are just observing, seeing that almost all the numericals concerned to quantum number just I have completed. That will make you matter simple, and now you are in position to solve any type of question concerned to quantum number. And one more point children, if the time will come, we will study, we will know some more numericals based on de Broglie equation, and you do by yourself such type of numerical. That is very crucial. And during the commencing of this point, just I have tell you what you have to remember. Go on isotopes, isobars, isotones, isoelectronics, including molarity, what is the relation, what is their dependence, including molecular mass, that is atomic mass formula and mass, empirical formula, molecular formula, relation between empirical formula and molecular formula, including significant figures. So that may come in your upcoming UT first. So student, be sincere, don't be nervous, and keep your jaws high. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.